What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the first episode of the FIFA 18 Nottingham Forest career mode. I'm so excited to get this one started. We've done the Man City career mode on FIFA 17. Some of you may have seen my Nottingham Forest career mode on FIFA 17, but now we're going into the FIFA 18 career mode. Hopefully it will be a good one. We can get the get the promotion first time round into the Premier League, and my main goal for this whole career mode is to turn us into winning the Champions League. And until we do that, we can't end the career mode. I think one player, Ben Brereton, is going to be very crucial in doing that. So let's get into the career mode. On your screens you can see that there's a chance to have a 60% increase. I'm going to accept that because Forest budget is quite low at the minute on the game. So I'm going to accept the increase, go for Forest, obviously, go for this manager, Jack Enger, make him wear shirt and tie, yeah, shirt and tie, advance on that. I'm going to add the Champions League thingy in because might as well, we're not in it, so there's no point in not doing it. It doesn't make a difference to us. And then we'll just leave the stadium as that. Legendary 6 minutes, Sterling. We're going to download the latest, and I'll see you in the career mode. Right, so we're into the career mode now. They've offered us to do a pre-season tournament, and as I said before, we've not got much money, so we're going to do it, hopefully win it, and add 3.3 million to our transfer budget, basically, so it can help us bring in better players. I have got some players in mind who I want to sign. Not sure about you guys who you would like me to sign, so comment down below who you would like me to sign in this transfer window. And yeah, let's get into seeing the squad and everything. Right, so my squad for hopefully this whole season, I will be maybe adding to it. Like I said, I've got a few maybe transfers that we can make depending on how much they are, but this is my main team. I'll be going with Henderson in goal, Derek Warrell, Mansi and Traore across the back four, Bridcut in holding midfield, Dowell and Osborne in front of him, Barry McKay, our best player on the left wing, not in the game but in real life our best player on the left wing. I'm going to try and turn Matty Cash into a right winger. As you can see, he's got the 83 sprint speed. He's a quick player for a centre mid, and I'm going to hopefully grow him as much as possible and turn him into a right winger because he could be very crucial for him. A lot of people would have thought to put Brereton on the wing. I'm not a fan of that in real life. I go to every single home game and he doesn't work on the right wing. He'll be going up front to swap with Murphy, Cummins, Velios, etc. in cup games, substitutions and everything. But that's going to be the starting 11. The bench is going to be Jordan Smith, Lehigh, Bouchalakis, Carriol, Clough, Brereton and Cummins. And then on the reserves, as you can see on your screen, they are my reserve players. And obviously I want to get Cohen and Vaughan in, Hobbs in, want to try and get Mills and Danny Fox out, and the rest of them I'm happy with being at the club. Right, so they're the 5 main players on the screen that I'll be training for most of the season. Brereton, McKay, Osborne, Cash and Warrell. I'm going to try and do Cash's dribbling to try and make him a tricky winger, if you know what I mean, just like McKay on the other side. Osborne, I'm going to try and make a better passer. Warrell, I just want him to go up in overall. He's going to be our captain through the whole series. And Brereton's finishing so that when Murphy does retire, he can become our main striker. So let's simulate our first week of training and see how we get on. B for Brereton, D for McKay, C's for Cash and Osborne, and then A for Warrell. So not bad on our first week of training, but let me go to the new transfer hub and show you who I've added to my shortlist. It's going to be Ben Chilwell from Leicester. He's a good player in real life, and at 20 years of age, I've scouted him as well to see what overall he is. If he comes in at the right price, I'll get him because I think we need a new left back, as I'm on about getting rid of Mills and Fox. Fox obviously can play left back, and I think he'll be our starting left back over Traore. And the other player I want to bring in is Jamal Lascelles from Nottingham. Nottingham born, Nottingham bred, used to be our player. Sold him to Newcastle, and we're in a struggle with our centre offs at the minute. So if we can bring him back, him and Warrell at the back will be very good, and maybe it can be one that can get over the line. So as you can see on your screens, I was on about it. I've transfer listed Mills and Fox, and loan listed Eftimov, Lewis Walters and Jordan Gabriel, 3 youngsters. Eftimov and Walters not that young anymore, still in the early stages of the career though, and hopefully when they go out on loan they can go up in overalls, and when they get back they can either play for the club or get sold, because there'll be a nice bit of money from them that can help us to go through the transfers. So we're going to advance a few days now and see what what rating Lascelles and Chilwell will come back as. So on screen we've got a transfer offer for Ben Osborne. He's worth 2.9. Independiente has come in and offered 3.25 million. He's not going anywhere. At the age of 22, 71 overall, very good player. Just runs around in nuisance for teams in real life, so I'm going to straight up reject it and hold on to our number 11. Before we get into our first pre-season game, which I'm going to sim, I'm going to sim the whole of pre-season. There's no point in playing them. We're going to go through what the board want us to do. For youth development, it's high. These are hard objectives of what I can see at the minute. Sign 2 youth players to the senior team in the same season they were scouted and play them in 10 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming on as a sub. Okay, and then in the long term, make a £10 million profit from youth player sales within 3 seasons. That shouldn't be too hard. Get a good player in, then we can thingy. Sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to a midfield or forward position. That could be one, if whatever you lot suggest in the comments down below. Make sure it's a midfielder or forward, as I'm going after defenders, and then we can get that one ticked off. For financial, keep player salary growth under 15% this season, and within 2 seasons increase the club worth by 50%. That shouldn't be too hard. We need to fight for promotion in the Championship and reach the round of 32 in the FA Cup, and obviously no continental success because we're not in any European competitions. So they're the targets from the board. Now let's get into our first simmed game of the pre-season tournament. Right, so as you can see, that's the team on your screen. The team I showed you beforehand were against, I'm not even going to pronounce that. Well, Byron McKay gives us the 1-0 lead 15 minutes in. This is only pre-season, we're only doing it for the money. Hopefully we can whitewash all these teams in our group and through the whole tournament. We're 1-0 up at the minute. Carriol comes on for cash. Kieran Dow makes it 2-0. And it looks like we're going to be getting our first win of the career mode. And we are 2-0 to Nottingham Forest in the first game of the pre-season tournament. Let's get into whatever comes next, which is maybe a transfer offer. Maybe we go into negotiations with another club, or maybe the next pre-season friendly. Now, I know I said I was going to scout Chilwell to see what his overall is, but I'm guessing it's better than Traore's anyway, so we're going to approach to buy straight away in this career mode. He may not come because Leicester Forest, obviously there's the rivalry there. Craig Shakespeare is in my office. The new transfer negotiation cutscenes, very good by EA this year. Hopefully next year we can have it where they can actually speak. And there you go, let's get on the same page what type of deal we want to discuss. Now, I want to offer a transfer fee straight up, and I'm going for 2.25 million, because I'm not sure if any of you know, but the managers can storm out straight away if the offer is too low. So we're going to offer that, start the ball rolling, and see what we can get. Hopefully you don't storm out. No sell on clause because he's 20. They're going to get quite a lot of money if we do that. He's got a high potential, I think. So we've offered the 2.25 million. Leicester hopefully will accept that or go just a bit higher. They want 3.85 million. Right. 3.85 million. How about 3.25 million? We're adding an extra million on top of what we first put down on the table, and they'll be coming down about 600 grand. So advance and submit the offer. We're going to skip. That's not bad, but we believe Chilwell is worth more than that. We'd be prepared to compromise on the fee, but not for less than 3.55 million. I'm going to make it 3.5 million and see if they accept that. They should do. I'll be happy to get the deal over the line for that. So advance, submit the offer, put it down, and they've accepted. So we've agreed terms with Leicester and Craig Shakespeare for the signing of Chilwell. Now we need to start player negotiations, get him into the office and see what he'd like to be on at Nottingham Forest. he may be on high wages due to him being at Leicester. I wanted to start the negotiations by discussing the role Chilwell will have at the club. In my opinion, he'll be crucial. He'll be better than Traore, so he'll be probably playing the crucial role. We've offered that to his agent. They want that, so that's great. Chilwell will be playing a crucial role if the deal can get done. Gonna keep skipping these. The length of his contract now. He's 20 years of age. I'm going to go for a 5-year contract. They may not be down to a 3 or 4, but let's see what they say on a 5-year contract. Sometimes they go down. I don't know why, but it can happen in this career mode now. We've offered the 5-year contract. He wants a 3-year contract. How about we meet in the middle and go for a 4-year contract? Come on. Let's see if we can get a 4-year contract done. Yep. Got Chilwell on a 4-year contract now, so he's going to be a crucial player for 4 years of this career mode unless we decide to sell him. Now, because of his age, I'm not going to add a release clause because he could grow to 80 rated in the next 4 years of his contract, and I may have a release clause of 15 million on him that can get snapped up very easily by a Premier League club, so we're going to disregard one. They may not have want one. No, that's fine. So now we need to discuss the wage. They've not offered me anything or told me what he's on, so I'm gonna go for, it's hard, 30 grand a week and a signing bonus of 200 grand. Let's see. In fact, we'll drop the wage to 25 grand a week and the signing bonus will stay at 200 grand. Let's see if they accept that or come back and say they want anything else. I'm going to skip. My client is keen to join the team with lower demands to 21 grand a week. We'll be looking for a signing bonus of 300 grand and 340 grand after 15 appearances. Right. The wage, let's try and get to 20. They've said 21. Signing bonus, let's go to 275. We need to save every single penny here at Nottingham Forest. Appearances, we'll do 15 appearances but for 300 grand and see if they're willing to drop their guard a bit and get everything on the cheap really. Right, we've got to pay the 21 grand a week and I'm just going to accept it to get him over the line. I don't want them walking out of my office and the deal falling through. So I'm going to accept. Ben Chilwell is now a Nottingham Forest player. He will be the new left back at the club. Happy to get the deal over the line. And hopefully he can become a very good left back for us. So let's go and see what overall he is in the squad hub. A minute. Squad hub. Go all the way down to left backs. Ben Chilwell is 70 rated at the age of 20. He's higher rating than Armand Traore. So Ben Chilwell will be our starting left back anyway, which I'm happy about. Very good player, very good player in fact, for his age. And yeah, let's get in to the next game of the pre-season tournament. I'm only going to make one change to the starting 11 that won our last game in the tournament, and that is Ben Chilwell coming in at left back. He's got the number 3 number, and I was going to offer him that anyway, but he's took it. It looked to be a more of a tough game this time round, as we scored very early on in the other one. Hopefully it don't go for a 0-0 draw, they even nick the win. I want the win. But they look like they're going to get it with Perbet, and we suffer our first defeat of the career mode to Courtridge or whatever. But that's not very good. Hopefully we can win our next one to get into the knockout stage of the tournament. And we're going to do some more training, get into the last game of the group stage, and then we'll end the episode. So the training, same 5 players again. Not been bad ratings. Worrell has gone up to a 70 rated and Brereton's gone up to a 67 rated after a D for Brereton, B for McKay, B also for Osborne, a C for Worrell and an A for Cash. So now that training's done and we know that them two have gone up overall. Let's see if we can advance out of the group stage. As you can see, we're on the same points as the next team who we're playing, and we need to get the draw. I think a draw will do it. But Osborne's put us 1-0 up inside 2 minutes of the game. Parr has equalised for them. Bridcut has gone and scored for us. End-to-end game this looks like it will be, with Stromsgård. Hopefully, yeah, Murphy got the goal. And it looks like we're going to be advancing into the knockout stages of the pre-season tournament. Lehigh also scoring to make it 4-1. And that's going to be it, 4-1 in the last pre-season, in the pre-season group, group stage. Now we're going into the knockout stage. Well, that's going to be in episode 2. We're going to read our emails first. Prize money 704 grand. We've got, just for advancing out of it, Jamal Lascelles. He is a 74 rated centre half on this game at the age of 23. So we're going to remove him from that. If we can find some more money, then we may go in for him. We may not, depending on whatever you lot want. Obviously you might not want it because he used to play for us, but that's going to do it for the end of the episode. If you've liked, then drop a like below, subscribe if you haven't for the next episode of this, more Ultimate Team content. Now FIFA 18 is finally here. Comment down below who you would like me to sign, and until then, see ya.